Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are. My name is the Crazy Dude, and welcome to the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer Weekly Race here on Speed Gaming. I hope we're in for a good one, and it looks like we're already underway, and we have Big Island, and we get flooded fort out of the chute.
We are underway. Looks like we're starting with a World 3 fortress here.
Yeah, sure looks like that. Joining me, along the way is Fred Salapa. So welcome, Fred.
Hey everybody, this is my first time ever doing this, and I am so excited to get this going. I'm a little nervous as well, but this is going to be fun. Let's do it.
Looks like Human Mustard among our 4 featured runners, already has Boom Boom down.
Yep, it looks like Human Mustard is off to a slight early lead, maybe by a couple of seconds.
Well, among our 4 featured runners, yes, of course, but this is a weekly race. We have a bunch of other people racing this very same seed.
Yep, and Proa there, he was the one who actually gave me this opportunity to be a commentator as well. So thank you so much for that, Proa, and best of luck to you today.
And it looks like maybe either I can't tell which auto scroller that is. World 6 auto scroller.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to forget what level is which. It does happen.
But Human Mustard makes it look easy regardless. Same with Proa.
Yep. Human Mustard is doing level World 3-5, it looks like right now.
Meanwhile, on DLP's side, we're getting a look at a treasure ship.
Oh yeah, Ives there. Can't tell if that's 3-1 or 3-5 that Human Mustard is on.
That appears to be 3-5.
Yeah, it's 3-5. You're right. And Human Mustard is through 3-5. World 4 starting us off here in this one.
Nice dodging by Human Mustard to avoid all of those boomerangs. He gets another Starman for his effort.
Yeah, those were some slick dodges. Very impressive. Pro just picked up a music box there.
Considering we didn't start with World 7, those may come in handy later.
Indeed. If you want to skip those piranha plant levels, it definitely will come in handy. Mustard already at the first Doom ship level. As Diesel and Proa right behind him. Human Mustard is through the first world.
So what do you think we're going to see next? I'm putting my money on Grassland.
Think World 1 is next? I think I'll probably call World 6 next.
Going for ice, huh? Okay.
As Diesel and Proa are now through the first world.
World 5?
As is DLP. We got a good race going. Oh, we got World 5 next. World 5 begins with World 1 Fortress.
And it looks like Human Mustard's going to be able to... Oh, he's going to clear it normally.
He's not going for the warp whistle area. Interesting strategy.
Maybe his thought is because taking that exit doesn't break the lock, He wants to not leave it to chance.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. I think that may be a smart move on his part.
Meanwhile, DLP is.
Yeah, DLP,
and he gets an anchor.
Yeah, and S Diesel and DLP are taking the warp whistle strategy.
Anchor, of course, is anything. And once you've gotten one, you know what the rest are.
Yep, exactly. I mean, the anchor in the randomizer could be anything. It could be a cloud, it could be a hammer suit, it could be a frog suit, who knows?
Meanwhile, on Proa's side, we're seeing the card match.
Look, obviously he wants to try to stock up on maybe some items, but unfortunately he didn't have any luck with that. S Diesel picking up some extra lives there.
You never have too many in the randomizer.
Definitely not.
DLP has no luck on his first match card.
Now he's heading up the tower.
Pretty nice threading of the needle there by Proa.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Human Mustard is now on what can be a troublesome level. He has found World 6-6.
Get through the first part, no problem. The middle part here could be an issue because it's the water.
Yeah, and depending on what kind of enemies you face here, I mean, this level could be a problem. If you have fireballs like Human Mustard does, it makes it much simpler. Ooh, Human Mustard took a hit there. He still gets through the level with no problem. Proa up there has found level worlds. Well, it's one of the. It's world 4, 5, or 6. One of those two.
Despite the enemy set, he looks like he makes it through no problem.
Indeed, he did. Human Mustard already on about to finish the second world here. He's off to a really good start.
Ooh, DLP takes a death.
Ooh, that's rough.
And if I had to guess, it looks like our anchors today are hammer suits.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, if you can hold on to, if our runners can hang on to one of those, going into King Koopa's castle at the very end, that could really come in handy. You have World 1 up third on the list.
Meanwhile, Human Mustard going through one of the World 4 forts now.
And he's making it look very easy.
And a nice time save there by hanging onto that upper ledge.
Oh yeah, that'll save like a 1 or 2 seconds. Very good point. It didn't break the lock he was hoping for, though, so he'll have to go to the other fort.
Pro and S Diesel are both gonna get the bad news pretty soon.
Indeed they are.
Human Mustard now done with the carpet fort. Mustard getting another chance at the match and gets one.
Yeah, you got a flower there. That could help him. The coin and one-up rewards in the randomizer are just that. They're randomized, so you don't know what you're going to get from those.
Doing really good so far.
Yeah, look at that. He's really racking them up. Getting some good luck with that. He got a lot of stuff. He's decided to use a star for this next level. This appears to be some level in World 3, from World 3, I believe, I think is what this is.
I believe it's 3-4?
3-4, yeah, maybe 3-4. I think you may be right. He breezes through it. This is 7-2 that Human Mustard is on now, as is Proa. Behind them. On asking in chat if warp whistles are still a thing, not in the randomizer. They are not. Warp whistles are not in the randomizer.
The LP making some matches.
Yeah, but it looks like Human Mustard has found another treasure ship.
Okay, it appears that maybe the Fireflies from the card game are possibly the hammer suit.
Human Mustard picked up a hammer out of that, which could be helpful.
Meanwhile, Mustard just breezing, making this look so easy.
Yeah, he's on a roll here right now.
Down goes Larry.
Yep, or Cheatsy, as he was known in those old Mario 3 and Mario World cartoons, if you remember, back in the day.
I try to forget, but they are nice to watch every once in a while.
I actually prefer to call the Koopalings by the names they were given in those shows, actually. I kind of like the names they were given.
Another anchor.
Yep, another anchor. Yeah, World 3 now next up.
The seaside.
Gonna check the first pipe here. Didn't do much for him there. He picks up a P-Wings. Well, if he finds World 5-9 somewhere, that could be helpful. It's one of the World 8 hand levels there.
Whatever we find here, we'll find in the other two hands. And it is a fire flower. That's always good.
Yeah, I bet our runners will be very pleased with that.
And it appears we now have World 4-3, I believe.
4-3, that's right.
Back to the card game for Mustard. He gets another one.
Yep, he's trying to finish it off, obviously.
Looks like he might have it. Yep, he does.
Yep, he cleared the board.
And he looks like he got a bunch of goodies.
Oh, he's got 2 hammer suits right now. He's in good shape. Here we have Human Mustard has now found world 2-3, I believe that is. Oh, and S. Diesel have found world 2-1. I'm sorry. We got a close race going on right now.
That was very slick by Mustard there.
Oh yeah, that was very slick. I don't think I would have had the guts to try that. It was very impressive.
Oh, we find Fort Knox now.
I can see why it's called that. I mean, you can get so many coins there.
As Diesel, unfortunately, not able to go right away to the Boom Boom here. Has to grab the Tanuki suit that's found here.
The Tanuki suit actually allows you to kill certain enemies by turning into a statue and landing on them, like the flames on a Doom ship or the Roto discs.
Man, look at the sync going on with Proa and Human Mustard. It's pretty uncanny.
Oh, it's like looking in a mirror here. Boy, they are neck and neck.
And DLP not too far behind right now either.
And now it's going to be interesting to see which one of Proa or Human Mustard can get the wall clip skip there, and it looks like Proa did it first.
Wow, you gotta love it when they get it first try, don't you?
Yeah.
And Mustard is opting for the intentional death.
If he's decided he's not going to want to bother to try it. But if you can get that wall skip there, that really saves time.
Looks like he's just gonna fly over instead.
And that's the other way to get to basically bypass that level, is to use a P-Wing. I've done it in the past, too. When I was a kid, I did that a few times.
I've done it too, but not in the way you'd think.
Proa is through this world, so he's halfway home.
Okay, so what next? I'm thinking Desert Hill. We haven't seen that yet.
Good guess. That's one of only. I mean, there's only 3 more worlds left, so before World 8. So, I mean, you have a better chance of getting it right, I guess. And boy, the runners are going to be very pleased to know that Cootie Pie, as she was called in those shows, is only a one-hitter.
Hey, I got it!
Hey, there you go. Good guess. Good call. It is World 2.
And we have the Ice Cube Fort.
This one you got to be very careful, because with the ice physics, you could easily run right off. If you have a raccoon tail, you can actually skip a lot of this by doing a flying strat. Let's see if Proa will try it here.
Doesn't appear so.
Nope, he didn't have the courage to try it, but I've seen that done. It's a very risky strat, but if you can pull it off, it saves a lot of time.
Regardless, Boom Boom is down, and let's see if this is the fort that breaks the lock.
Oh, yeah, that's what it boils down to a lot. Which one will break the lock you need?
It breaks a lock that was required later, but it didn't break the lock in front of him.
That seems to be the way it goes a lot in the randomizers.
Pro on fire here.
Yeah, oh man, he's looking really good with it. He was looking really good with that card game there for a minute.
And we're in the World 5 for it, the ground for it. Gets through it, no problem.
Now look at Proa with that P speed, making it look simple.
Looking like DLP is also opting for the intentional death.
Yeah, he is. If he has a P-wing, he can just skip that level that way.
And that's what he's doing.
And that's exactly what he's going to do. Yep, I called that one.
Ooh, Proa breaking a lock to get closer, and using a Jukum Cloud! Whoa!
Boy, Proa knows what he's doing, man. I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing.
And this looks like World 7 airship.
That's exactly what it is.
Morton was super salty today.
Yeah, Big Mouth, as he was known in those shows, he was quite a toughie. He was a 5-hitter.
And once again, it looks like we're even between our featured runners of Proa and Human Mustard.
Yeah, they are neck and neck right now. We got a good one going here.
And it looks like we're vanilla the rest of the way, because this is Ice World.
Yep, that's exactly right. Yep, it's vanilla world layout the rest of the way. You're right.
Pro was hoping for a better choice, but unfortunately he got the vanilla pipe.
Yep. This is level World 3-3, I believe this is. Boss bass to deal with, so that's certainly a plus.
Yeah, it's almost like you can just take your time and relax. Meanwhile, we see 1-3 on S. Diesel's side.
It's actually 1-4 that we're looking at down there.
Of course, I was just testing you.
Well, I guess I passed that test. Proa is now in a World 3 fort now.
Yep, and it looks like he was able to get through it no issue.
Now, Boom Boom will get the old 1-2-3. Found Air Force down there.
Looks like it's a straight shot to the next airship. Proa clears his board.
Proa and Human Mustard are neck and neck, man. It doesn't get much closer than this.
Yeah. They must know that the tournament is coming up and they want to be at their A game.
Yeah, they are definitely getting warmed up for it, no question about it. And Hip, as he was known in those shows, is a one-hitter.
A one-hitter? What a quitter.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So what do you think? Are we gonna find the room with the view here in World 7? World 7?
I actually not sure exactly which level that is.
The room with the view is what I lovingly call the pipe that goes nowhere in the upper right corner.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get what you're talking about now. I know what that is. Oh, World 7 in the randos can sometimes be a bit of a troll, so let's see. Wow, look at that. Proa picked the right pipe right off the bat.
And he has an extra hammer, so he was able to go right on.
Boy, how lucky can you be, man? Boy, Proa, boy, that's huge. Laid here in the blink of an eye.
So I guess that answers that question. We won't be seeing the room with the view, possibly.
Yeah, and Kooky, as he was known in those shows, is also a one-hitter. Wow.
And we're already on to World 8.
Wow. Only 26 minutes.
So, what do you think? How many bridges do you think we're going to have to build?
I would guess 1. That would be my guess.
I'm going to say 2.
And 2? Well, let's see. It could be none. I mean, you never know. But I'll call 1.
Well, we found the dark maze.
There's a lock there, so Pro will have to retrace his steps.
He's found 2 parts of the dark maze, and he also finds what would normally be the Air Force stage.
It appears that he's just trying to find out where King Koopa's castle is.
Which is perfectly valid. It appears we found all of the pipes for the dark maze, so that last pipe on the first screen should take us to Koopa.
It should. It's just a matter of getting to it. Once you know where the last level is, it's just a matter of doing the right forts to be able to get to it.
Proa trying his luck with the Boo Fort, hoping that it does not break a lock on the dark maze.
If it doesn't, then he may be home free.
Ooh, taking the top path. That's always a risky proposition. But Proa nails it.
Yeah, I always take that path myself. I mean, I prefer taking that path also.
You do have to be careful about flying too high, though, because unseen to the player are spikes up top.
Yeah, well, I don't fly in that area. In that spot.
Ooh,
I just jump.
It breaks one of the locks on the dark maze.
Oh man, he can't be happy about that.
Meanwhile, it looks like Human Mustard cleared a different fort, and it did something else that was not in the dark maze.
It did something off screen, so that maybe Human Mustard may have an advantage now.
Gets past the hand.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Human Mustard may be getting to the last level. Let's see. No, guess not.
That top path on the second screen is a dead end. Oh, but we need to build one more. We need to build a bridge.
Yeah, I was right. I said that we had to build 1 bridge. I was right on that one. And Human Mustard obviously is hoping that that this fort right here will be the one that builds the bridge he needs.
It would be huge if it was.
Because if it is, it may seal the victory for him in this race.
All right, moment of truth time.
Let's find out.
Bridge. It builds the bridge! Human Mustard's in go mode!
Oh yeah, he's in go mode, all right.
Puts on another hammer suit and goes right away. Oh, swag clip!
Oh, wow, I have never seen anybody clip through that wall. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Making sure to take his time up these steps. Does not want to get clipped by a rotodisc.
Because if you can get to King Koopa with a hammer suit, you can take him out in like 3 seconds.
Gets the everyman clip. Oh, he's trying to go for another clip.
Oh yeah, he's trying to do that, go for that clip right there. That would take him right to King Koopa if he could pull it off. Looks like he's struggling with it right now. Well, he decided screw it. He's going to go the regular way.
Yeah, and the lower path at that.
Yep, S Diesel down there has found Navy.
Meanwhile, Proa taking a death, then it appears...
Ooh,
1-1?
Took a hit there. He lost his hammer suit, so now he's going to have to fight King Koopa the regular way.
And small at that.
Yeah, he has no margin for error now. He's going to have to be careful. The big thing, though, is if he's... That's the thing there. I mean, for the longest time, I never knew that you could stand right under King Koopa like that and not get hit. But the thing is, his hitbox is just his head, so that's something you can exploit.
I believe, however, in the Super Mario All-Stars version, you know, the one for Super Nintendo, they fixed that.
Oh yeah, I think they removed that little thing in the All-Stars version. You're right. I think they took it out.
And it looks like Mustard is home free.
That's that. Looks like Human Mustard has gotten himself a victory in this race.
Well, we won't know for sure until he opens that door and goes right in. And now we can say with absolute certainty that Human Mustard has indeed finished his race in first place with a time of 32:08. GG's to the guy.
GG, Human Mustard. Good playing.
We'll see about getting our victor here to have a small interview in a second. Alright, it appears that Human Mustard isn't feeling an interview, and that's perfectly fine. Still give GG's to the fella and follow him if you haven't already. While we have our our remaining featured runners still going, we can report to you that we have a couple other finishers that have wrapped up. The Classic 188 in second with 33:27, and Macobra 52 in third with 33:40.
Gee, guys.
Looking like DLP taking the normal route. And Pro is going to take the lower path.
I've heard recently that the Mario 3 randomizer has gotten a bit of an update where the fireballs that normally come from King Koopa are randomized on each path.
Really?
Yes, so
could you explain that more?
Yeah, well, it's random where they appear. They don't appear in the normals where they normally appear. They can appear at random spots. So it's a total guess as to where they show up.
Certainly news to me. Ooh, DLP loses his hammer suit. So he's gonna have to make like Pro and do it slow. point, it's just a test of patience, and maybe even a war of attrition, if possible. Oh, but it looks like Pro is going to take it.
Yep, looks like Pro has got this one. Definitely a test of your patience here in this final battle. DLP has just finished as well.
Meanwhile, we can tell you that Pro has now finished in 4th with a time of 35:42.
GG, Proa.
And not far behind is DLP 316, with 35:56.
GG, DLP. While as Diesel finishing up the World 2 Pyramid level here.
And it looks like S Diesel is going to be about to get the bad news about which way to go, but he'll find the way.
Yep, he's got this.
And now joining us is DLP316. Job well done.
Hey, thanks. How's it going?
What did you think of the seed?
Yeah. I think I would have placed a little better if I didn't get grabbed by the hands 8 times.
Yeah, I was looking in the channel and saw that comment.
Oh, yeah. If my mic was on, chat would have been hearing some words.
Yeah, those hands can be really annoying, man.
Yeah,
it certainly looked like a real breezy seed, even despite that.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The water world was really long. I had to think about it for a second. It's like, okay, I have to play this level, then the fort, then another one, and I feel like I used my clouds and hammers as effectively as they could be used. So I'm really happy about that. Playing, some of the best players around and sticking with them. So I guess I didn't take any too many really unforced bad deaths, so I'm pretty happy about it. But the hand thing it's gonna stick with me for a minute.
Well, with that aside, I gotta say, seeing Desert Hill being double locked must have threw things for a loop a little.
Yeah, but I mean, you usually get, in my experience in the practice seeds, it's usually like for some reason, if you play like the first most obvious fort in World 1, it tends to like send you along the right path. This case, you had to play 2, which, I don't know. It is what it is. It wasn't too bad. There weren't too many bad levels, so overall a good seed, I think. Well,
thankfully, got a bit of relief at the end. with once you got to the castle screen, in World 8, all you need to do was play the stage there, and you were home free.
Oh yeah, I'm curious to watch the restream just because I wonder, like, if you had a hammer or if you took a slightly different path than I did, if you just took the, that third pipe, would that get you there? I think it would, wouldn't it?
We managed to discover all 3 of the Dark Maze pipes immediately, so...
Yeah. I'm talking about that first screen with the hand. If you just skipped the first 2 pipes, went past the hand to that third pipe, that takes you right to the end, and you could have just finished it, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
However, Mustard did do some investigating before he finally decided to take the plunge on it.
Right. Yep, it was fun. Looking forward to the tournament. It's gonna be a good time.
Anything you really want to work on before the tournament?
I seem to die in that hand stage with the fish every time I play it, so it's a very simple stage that for some reason I can't seem to.
It is deceptively tricky if you're not careful.
Yeah, and I've literally never practiced it, so maybe do that a couple times, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good about my progress and practice and stuff. I'm just some people are just going to be better than you, and that's all you can do. Just do your best. So.
The best hope you can have is just not being matched up in a group of death, right?
I kind of was in one last year, so I'm hoping not, but either way, you're going to have to beat good people at some point if you want to, make a splash in the tournament. So bring it on.
Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw as to who you get matched up against.
Yep, that's right. Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for the commentary and Speed Gaming for the restream. Really appreciate it. The work you guys put in. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, no problem. DLP316, everybody, make sure to give him a follow. And it looks like S Diesel's just about to finish up.
Yep, he just was able to get to King Koopa with the hammer suit, and he takes him out in like 3 seconds.
And through the door he goes, and it appears he is finished with an official time of 42:55. GG's to the guy.
GG. As Rogues there said in chat there, I mean, Diesel was the only one to actually get to King Koopa with the hammer suit. That's a very interesting point.
Maybe it was just one of those days for our other runners where they just wanted to focus on finishing rather than finish quickly.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, unless there's any other housekeeping, I think that's going to do it for us. That was a real breezy race, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that was a pretty simple seed for the most part. This went really quickly.
But if you want to see more stuff like this, you should continue watching the weekly races. But coming up on January 25th is the start of the Randomizer tournament, and it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be exciting.
And yeah, so be sure to look out for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But as always, there's always other stuff going on, on Speed Gaming. There's various other tournaments, including the Link to the Past Randomizer that's going on right now. There's probably other various tournaments going on right now that I can't really think off the top of my head. So make sure you go to speedgaming.org for more information and the dates and times. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. So I've been the Crazy Dude. Thank you for watching. Keep watching Speed Gaming for some more great races. Take us out, Brett.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again for more weeklies soon, and be sure to stay tuned for the big tournament coming up on later this month.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey, guys. Have a great one.